Hi, welcome back to my EcoBUZZ. I'm Jessica Gregory. Now last time we talked about making tea out of white pine needles, and we actually went out and explored how to identify a white pine, how to choose needles that are good to use for making tea, and we also talked about why we're interested in making white pine tea, and we found out that that's because of the high vitamin C content that it possesses. Now we also looked into some of the potential risk factors when making tea out of natural items. So if you haven't seen that, you might want to go check that out. But today, we're going to actually make some white pine tea and see how it tastes. So come along with me, let's check it out. With natural teas, often you can use the leaves fresh or dried. With white pine tea, we're going to use freshly collected needles. But for other plants like rose hips, raspberry, or mint, the plants can be collected and dried by hanging upside down in a cool, dark place. They can be stored that way for quite a while, and then once dried, the leaves or the fruit can be crushed up for later use. You can even freeze freshly collected leaves as an alternative to drying, and you do that by just sealing in a tightly lidded container. Just try to stay away from one-use plastics like Ziploc bags though. In general, use 3 teaspoons of fresh leaves or 1 teaspoon of dried leaves to 1 cup of water. Because I want to make a little bit larger of a quantity of tea, I'm going to measure out approximately 1/2 cup of needles with 3 cups of water. First, bring your water to a boil, then turn the heat down to simmer. Next, add your pine needles. It's important not to boil your needles as this will remove the vitamin C. Simmer for 20 minutes and then turn off the heat. Serve immediately after filtering out the needles. All right, so we are ready to taste some tea. I have a guest with me today. This is Emily. She is the co-founder of a local tea club, and she also happens to be my sister. We both like tea, as it turns out. So we have 2 batches that we're gonna try today. The one over here is made from younger pine needles on the ends of the branches, and it has a lighter color, you can see. And the other batch is older needles further back on the branch with a little bit of bark added. So we are excited to see if there's a difference in taste and which one we like better. So are you ready to taste them?
I'm ready.
Okay. So which do you like better?
I think I'm gonna go with the old pine needles.
Yeah, I think so too. It was, the taste was stronger. You could tell that it was pine needle tea.
We actually added bark to this one with the old pine needles, and it's supposed to have more vitamin C, which is strange. I guess I thought vitamin C was supposed to be more sour flavor, but this is very
You don't get
piney
that at all.
and earthy, and
No sour taste.
it's really good.
It's quite pleasant. Cheers.
Thumbs up.
Thanks for joining us for white pine tea tasting today. Our world is full of delicious surprises. Happy naturing! Many thanks to Off the Grid News and Eric Orr from Wild Edible for the helpful information and recipes we used today. See you next time.